Hari Om. Welcome back to our continuing study of Shrimad Bhagawad Geetha from the pages of Poojya Swamiji's, Poojya Swami Dayananda Saraswati's Geetha home study course. In these sessions, we are together exploring chapter 17 of Shrimad Bhagawad Geetha titled Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. In the last capsule, we entered Shloka 16 of this lovely chapter, in which we are exploring mental tapas. Let us now pick up the thread from where we left in the last capsule. So, we looked at what Pujya Swamiji was saying. The future will take care of itself. I may plan for the future, but I do what I can today. That is all. Today's plan is like this, no doubt. And tomorrow's plan may be the same, or I may revise it. This one day at a time never goes away. This one day at a time never goes away. These are the attitudes that bring about surrender. Then Pujya Swamiji says, there is a law that what will be, will be. Que sera, sera, as the French say it. Whatever will be, will be. Bhavitavyam, bhavitavyam, bhavatyeva. Bhavitavyam, bhavatyeva. Bhavitavyam, bhavatyeva. This is an important shock absorber. This is an important shock absorber. What is to happen will happen. I do what I can. What is to happen will happen. I do what I can. That is the truth about living. That is the truth about living. Did you ever think you would be where you are today? Not me. Certainly not. Sitting in front of you and sharing this lovely knowledge, I never could have even dreamt about doing this many years back. It is only because of divine grace and Guru's blessings that I'm able to do so. It all happens thanks to one thing or the other. You find yourself in a given situation because there is a certain plan going on underneath. One must learn to recognize this. Let it unfold itself. Let it unfold itself. You take things day by day and shape whatever comes your way. You take things day by day and shape whatever comes your way. Whatever. You do not allow yourself to be like driftwood. You hold the gear all right. You hold the gear all right. But at the same time, you recognize that there is a certain unfoldment taking place in your life, which has its own meaning. Beautiful words, very compassionately spoken words, reassuring words from Poojya Swamiji. That meaning you can discover and face as it unfolds. Let life be full of surprises. Let life be full of surprises. If you know that everything will happen according to your plan, if you know that everything will happen according to your plan, you need not even live. You need not even live. Just imagine if you know everything that is going to happen. All the menus for your whole lifetime. All the menus for your whole lifetime. What you are going to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Everything is completely mapped out and made known to you. There is no fun in this. There is no fun in this. There are no surprises, no turn of events. If you want to have some surprises, make your plans. No one's saying don't plan. Make your plans, do what you have to do, and leave the outcome to the factors that shape the unfolding of events. What is to happen to you? What is to happen to you? Your own prarabdha. Your own prarabdha and that of others are all intertwined. What is to happen to you? Your own prarabdha and that of others are all intertwined. This is how things happen. If you have understood and assimilated even what has happened so far, if you've understood and assimilated even what has happened so far, you have an attitude that is ready for surprises. That is mental cheerfulness. Manah prasada, resilience. One's spirit is never dampened by one's experiences. He or she continues to be cheerful mentally, whatever happens in the physical environment. This is called manah prasada, mental cheerfulness. A number of things are involved in this. A number of things are involved in this. Whenever concern or anxiety arises, you resolve it by bringing back the proper attitude. Whenever concern or anxiety arises, you resolve it by bringing back the proper attitude. Just remind yourself that it is nice being yourself. Just remind yourself it is nice being yourself. Unconditionally. Say to yourself, it is nice being myself. Say to yourself, it is nice to be myself. In whichever area you have to change, make efforts to change. In whichever area you need to change, make the efforts to change. If necessary, take help. If necessary, take help. Nothing wrong. Even the help of Bhagavan in the form of prayer. You do not have to prove yourself to anybody. Just be yourself. If another person thinks ill of you, it is his problem. It's his problem. You just accept yourself as you are. Just have to accept yourself as you are. It is nice being myself. It is nice being myself. Have a sentence like this and repeat it now and then like a mantra. Have a sentence like this. It is nice to be myself. It is nice being myself. Repeat it now and then like a mantra, says Poojya Swamiji. You will find that you are together as a person. That is, at least psychologically. The result of the teaching. The result of the teaching. Of course, there is nothing but you. Of course, essentially, there is nothing but you. You are the only one here. You are the only one here. And therefore, there is no problem. There is no problem, really. But even psychologically, it is just nice being myself. I accept myself as I am totally. I accept myself as I am totally, unconditionally. I do not need to prove anything to anybody on this earth. Not even to God. Not even to God. If I have to prove myself to God, if I have to prove myself to God, then His acceptance of me would become conditional. If I have to prove myself to God, then His acceptance of me would become conditional. Then He is not God. He is like any other person. If the person who does not accept you as you are is someone who cares for you and therefore you care for his opinion. What kind of care is that? If the person who does not accept you as you are is someone who cares for you, and therefore you care for his opinion, what kind of care is that? What kind of care is that? Let me repeat that sentence. It's a very key sentence. If the person who does not accept you as you are, if the person who does not accept you as you are is someone who cares for you, and therefore you care for his opinion, what kind of care is that? One needs to dwell on such sentences for a length of time to understand the import, the meaning of such sentences. When someone cannot accept you as you are, when someone cannot accept you as you are, what is that care? If someone cannot accept you as you are, what is that care? Suppose a nurse taking care of a patient does not accept him as he is. Suppose a nurse taking care of a patient does not accept him as he is. She complains that he goes on scratching. But that is his problem. That is why she is taking care of him. That is why she has been appointed. She can tell him not to scratch too much, or put some gloves on him, or cut his nails so that he does not create new problems for himself. But she has to accept him as he is. She has to accept him as he is. This is what care is. This is what care is. Wow. If someone cares for you, he or she must necessarily take you as you are. That is what counts. Those who really care for you do not have any opinion about you, just take you as you are. Very important statements, friends. Those who really care for you do not have any opinion about you, just take you as you are. If someone mistakes you, it is his or her problem. Just remember, it is nice being myself. It is nice being myself. When you get up in the morning, when you get up in the morning, acknowledge that it is nice being alive. When you get up in the morning, acknowledge it is nice being alive. You do not take life for granted. You do not take life for granted. It is one more day for celebration. Life has to be celebrated. Life is a miracle. Plan how you will celebrate today. Plan how you will celebrate today. Enjoy yourself. as the famous Doris Day would sing, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Beautiful song that she sings. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your life while you're still in the pink. You do not take life for granted. It is one more day for celebration. Celebrate life, says Poojya Swamiji. Plan how you will celebrate today. Even under the shower, even under the shower, you can start celebrating. Like this, celebrate the day with what you are doing. It does not mean that you must bake a cake every day. No, doesn't mean that. Anything that you do is a celebration. Anything. I am alive today. It is nice being alive. It is nice being alive. It is nice doing what I do. It is nice doing what I do. That is what the attitude is. That is what the attitude is. This is Manah Prasada. Manah Prasada. I am alive today. It is nice being alive. It is nice doing what I do. That is what the attitude is. This, friends, is Manah Prasada. We will continue this wonderful discussion, touching discussion on this shloka presented by Poojya Swamiji in the upcoming capsules and take our study forward. Until then, Hari Om. ॐ दुर्जनः सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जनः शान्तिमाप्नुयात् शान्तो मुच्येत बन्धेभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचयेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ